Hi folks, Patrick Turner here with you today from Feldman Chevrolet of Highland. Today we have a 2020 Chevy Camaro LT1 in this beautiful rally green metallic. This is the first time I've gotten to drive one of these new LT1s. I'm pretty curious to see how it performs. Kind of a hybrid between like a 1LT and a SS Camaro. You get the big motor, but kind of lacks some of the other options that you can get with the SS Camaro. So we're gonna hop in it, take it for a drive, and see what it's like. All right, folks, here we are behind the wheel of the 2020 Camaro LT1. Now this car is it's kind of a budget brawler, I guess you would say. Starting price on them is about $35,000, which is a very, very good bargain for the amount of performance you get. Now, this is not an SS. You do get some of the SS goodies. You get the LT1 motor, 455 horse. Brembo brakes up front, but it pretty much stops there. Biggest differences between this and a SS is you can't get magnetic ride control on this vehicle. You can't get the heads-up display. Tires are a little narrower, which in my opinion isn't necessarily a bad thing. That just means more smoky burnouts, and that's never a bad thing. Now that's not to say that just because it's not an SS, it doesn't offer a lot of performance, because it does. Fact of the matter is most people are not going to be taking these cars on a racetrack. So, you know, things like the sport mode and the magnetic ride control and, you know, the bigger brakes, not a huge concern. This is just kind of a, you know, a fun 0 to 60. And I think it's just under 4 seconds. You know, fun car to go cruising in and save a good amount of money. Now this one does have a couple options on it. This one does have the automatic, which is an upcharge from the base model, which features a manual transmission, which I would prefer, but this is the one that we just happen to have on the lot. It does have the upgraded technology package, so you do get the little bit bigger display. Has a sunroof, has the polished 20-inch wheels, which look pretty good. But aside from that, it's kind of a basic vehicle. Oh, and the dual mode exhaust, which in my opinion is a must. If I was to buy one of these vehicles, aside from color or what have you, probably the only option box that I would check outside of maybe some wheels or something would be the dual mode exhaust, because it's just awesome. You know, you can turn it down when you're just cruising so you don't get that drone. You don't want it loud all the time, but when you want it loud, it's just a push of a button and turn the stereo down and you got your own soundtrack out of the car here. Now I've driven plenty of SS's, ZL1s, all that good stuff. And the magnetic ride control in this car, I mean, we're in Michigan and the road that we're driving on is not a good road. Car's riding fine. It's not darting around. These roads around here have a lot of grooves in them from semi-trucks. So I have noticed with some of the SS's with the wider tires, they do tend to grab in those grooves and kind of track a little bit. This car doesn't. Drives good, seats are supportive, very comfortable, nice driving position. You could drive around in this all day, not have any problems. And again, the price point. The price point is the big thing with this car, because I mean, starting out about $35,000, you know, you can save yourself a good amount of money from going up to an SS, which was kind of a gripe we had with a few customers, you know, back previous, that you know, they had to spend all that money just to get a V8. Well, now you don't. And I would wager too that because it's a little bit lighter, it probably might actually be a little bit quicker too. But I'm not a big bells and whistles kind of guy. I just want to go fast, look cool, and be loud. So this is the perfect car. Now we're going to go down one of our favorite roads here with some twists and turns. See how this thing does. Click her down into sport mode. Get that dual exhaust going, or dual mode exhaust rather. Oh yeah, very nice. Now to the average person, like myself, I mean, just driving it, I don't really feel a big difference between this and an SS. Now again, the tires are a little skinnier, so you know your grip is going to be a bit compromised, but your ability to make smoke clouds is going to be increased. Oh yeah, there we go. That LT1 motor, oh man, I mean, just torque everywhere. Handles great. Oh, love it. And especially for the money. Man, I don't think you can beat it. Kind of Chevy's answer to the Scat Pack, I would say. Well, we're going to turn around, head back to the dealership, see if we can't sell a couple of these bad boys. Check us out, Feldman Chevrolet of Highland on the corner of M59 and Hickory Ridge, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, Dealer of the Year. And like our page, comment if you got any input for our viewers here, put them in the comments section of the YouTube channel, and we'll see you again soon.